How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. So we've made our way through all of the Mishras, and we've gotten 2 out of 3 of the Urzas. We might not do the other Urza, but we might. It's just going to be more artifact stuff, really. So I thought it'd be time to move on to the minor characters. And that's how we got Loren, Disciple of History. Now, Loren is one of the rare cases in the set where you have a non-Mishra character that has 2 creature cards. It's just unfortunate that the rare creature card is not a great commander. It enters the battlefield, destroys an artifact or enchantment, and I think it's artifact or enchantment. And then you can pay an amount of mana to draw a card, and your opponent draws a card. Which is good for the draw tribal that we were gonna do, but it's not good for it's not particularly good for being commander, right? Like you want a Reclamation Sage effect in your deck. You want to be able to kill enchantments and artifacts. But you really don't want... This is perfect. Rude. Go ahead and swing. We are... Hey! That's one of the cards we're looking for. So Ancestral Statue, whenever Ancestral Statue enters the battlefield, return a non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. There's another one. Koilos, Guardian, something like that. Guardians of Koilos. Same thing. And what we want to do, because they're both colorless creatures, is to cast them with 5 mana worth of cost reduction on the battlefield. And when we do that, we can actually just infinitely cast them over and over again, which is really good. Yeah, you can go to the Ben Plains. So this deck takes inspiration from the mono white card draw deck from Standard. It still has to be artifact based, right? Because that's this Loren's ability. Whenever she or another legendary creature enters the battlefield, return an artifact from your graveyard to your hand. Like it's pretty decent. Adios, Karn. You were a great body shield. I suppose so, Karn. I suppose so. Hey, there's one of them. I think we're just gonna get bodied by shrine tokens, though, which is kind of sad. Yeah, we take 9, 12, 13 this turn. Nope, we take lethal this turn. Very neat. To be fair, our shenanigans were getting out of control too, so... Dying to shrines in this way is better than dying to shrines in the normal way. I don't know, like, I mentioned before that I was going to do a deck around, like, protection effects. And I was on Reddit and I asked, Like, what do you guys think the most? Uh, what do you guys think the most? How do I say it? Most like kill on sight, like most provoking commander is. And Goshintai did come up as like a disliked commander, just to sit to play across from, and I can see that honestly. Like it's that's one of our win conditions with the infinite cast of Guardians of Koilos and the other one that we had in hand last game. Basically, if you can cast him infinite times, you can gain infinite life, and whenever you gain infinite life, that means you can dome for 50. I'm gonna draw a card. Semblance Anvil is nice. We'd have to get rid of our artifact to play it, which is a bit. I think I still will. My mana rock. I'll take me one of them. So this gets us up to 5 mana next turn. Technically 7 mana for artifacts, which is nice. Right is nice. No block. This is a neat inclusion in the deck. So what do I want to do here? So the only thing that I really gain benefit from playing is Aether Flux Reservoir. Because if I play Daring Archaeologist, there's nothing to get back. Day of Judgment, I only kill 2 creatures, that's not worth. Lannis, there's nothing to get back. Rude. Yeah, I'll do it 3 for 1. Technically a 3 for 2 at the end of the day, right? But hey, free mana rock. You'd like to see it. Day of Judgment? So we get hit by the Agnes again? Because he has haste. Unless I don't cast him. But I would cast him, right? He seems castable enough. Semblance Matrix. Sadly did not have the mana. It's what happens when you work with only 5. Or 6 at this point, I guess. But I will block an Agnes. Hey, another free mana rock. That's what I like to see. So many creatures in Magic the Gathering just happen to have the same power and toughness as their power and their toughness, right? Like it's actually kind of odd to see one without it. So Symmetry Matrix, well, I don't think it's a very powerful card. Like there's definitely power there. Yeah, next time we're gonna play Loran, whose name I definitely know. Man, that's rough, man. Ancestral Statue, that's what it's called. We're actually getting close. Root. Yeah, so at the beginning of the next upkeep, they win. We just have one turn of like... Well, I can't take 12. I was gonna not block so I could double cast my, You got one, okay. So we're gonna have to... Semblance Anvil alone will have to pull this out for us. Which is a little concerning, honestly. All enchantment. How much mana do I have? So I could try this again. I probably should have opened on this, honestly. Didn't quite get there. We got a little too mana stuck. And we died as a result. GG, opponent. You got the Rebel and Witches win. I can appreciate that. We were also going for a non-traditional win. Although technically our non-traditional win is a traditional win, right? Because it deals damage. So, it deals 50 damage, which is overkill, but it does deal damage. Yeah, I don't know. I've been playing a lot recently with Aetherflux Reservoir. Because it's kind of an interesting card. I think I have a copy of a Soul Warden in this deck too. Just so that with the infinite creature casting, we can actually build up a like an infinite life total too. So there are good things in the deck that are not just Aetherflux Reservoir win the game, but Aetherflux Reservoir win the game. Probably the most efficient way of doing it, unfortunately. I wish there was an either way, honestly. So on turn 3, I'm going to ramp my opponent, which is going to be sad. I honestly don't know if I can afford to, Yeah, I honestly don't know if I can afford to cast a spider. because Tezzeret Betrayer Flesh, definitely an artifact deck. Ooh. You know, his line of static text was always something I hadn't thought too much about. Oh my god, that's so good. That's so good. So, because Thran Spider is an artifact creature, it discounts my commander and my artifacts. Let's go. Old busted cards, I salute you.
Power belongs in the hands of those who take it. My next breakthrough.
Very sad, Tezzeret. I am unable to take power. So we have a Chromatic Warrior in a Dream. And that's it. That's all we got. I guess we also have a Portal to Phyrexia now. You scum. Literal scum. I've never been more enraged in my life. I'm gonna do it again. Okay. The value time walk?
Progress is power.
It's funny how enraging like a counterspell can be at the most inopportune time. It's one of my favorite dynamics about counterspells, honestly. That moment where it's just the game hangs on the edge of a knife and the one counterspell changes everything. Like, that shit is really good.
My revenge will be cold and sharp. I will usher in the era of machines.
We got another one. Only
My partner's plan is
4 blue mana left.
what I want.
So a mana rock off the top that comes into play untapped and is 2 mana, plus this land equals Portal to Phyrexia, which is good. You wanna tap an artifact? Get a couple cards? Let's do it. Hey, Isamaru. Isamaru is in the deck because he's a legendary creature and he's very cheap. Why didn't it trigger? Whenever Loren, Disciple of History, or another legendary creature in the battlefield under your control, return target artifact. Is it because I don't have any artifacts? I hope that's the case. I hope you're not bugged. because let's be fair, Wizards has not always been the greatest at Paradox Engine. GG. Yeah, no, when you see the Paradox Engine come down and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana worth of like onboard mana rocks, and they draw a card every time they tap one of those mana rocks, you lose. There's no getting around that, right? We lost. Well, that was a bit disappointing. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.